It's Jennytown, featuring special guest appearances by Owen O'Sound Lee and Henry Wagons.
Say, welcome to Jennytown. Welcome to Jennytown. Welcome to Jennytown. So I'm going to do some magic.
I do a magic.
Say, I am a magician.
I'm a cousin.
Say, I'm 2 years old.
I'm 6 years old.
And nice to meet you.
Me too.
I'm a big special boy.
I'm a big special boy.
And I'm going to cast a spell. Say, hello.
Hello.
Say, how are you?
How are you?
Say, I hope you have a nice day.
I have a nice day.
Welcome to Jennytown.
Welcome to Jennytown.
This is my magic wand.
That's my magic wand.
Watch as a bunny rabbit appears from my hat.
Ta. Kick that. Ha.
And is there a bunny rabbit in your hat? What's in there?
What?
What is it? Show the camera. Show the camera. Show everyone your bunny rabbit. Show everyone your bunny. Woo! Let's check in with Henry Wagons in Australia and see how he's doing. Henry!
Hello, Jenn. Henry Wagons here. I'm very happy to be on the show. Thanks for inviting me. And I'm even more excited to share a cocktail that got me through 2020 and the pandemic. I can tell you from the glory of my kitchen and Australia, the light is brighter out the other side, but you guys deserve a drink. And this is like my little twist on the Manhattan. It's thick, it's sweet, it's beautiful and a little smoky, and it's just the elixir you need to numb your pain. It's medicinal. I think we have everything I need. I actually like to make the Manhattan. It's supposed to actually be made, and what made me think of it for your show, Jenn, is that it's traditionally made with a Canadian whiskey, but when in Rome, don't do as the Romans do. And I like to use a good scotch. Put maybe 1.5 shots in there. Canadian shots are the same as Australian shots. Very measured, mild and polite compared to those thirsty Americans. And then put 1 shot of vermouth. I use the Russo. I can already smell it. I've got a little cute cocktail shaker full of ice. It's got to be served cold. I've got bitters, and I've got a smoked chili bitters here, but you can use whatever bitters you like. I'm not bitter about what you choose, but this smoked chili bitters gives it a bit of a kick and a smoke and a depth that I like. Churn it up. I put on this shirt because it reminded me of Cocktail, starring Brian Brown and Tom Cruise. Give it a little. Just work out all of those evils and anxieties and stresses from your day, and channel it into your cocktail wrists. And here we have. You're about to pour yourself a nice Wagons Manhattan. If you got one of these babies, I won't judge you if you don't. You can use normal ice, but if you have a nice huge brick like this guy, Manhattans aren't strictly supposed to be served with ice, but fuck it. This sort of is a good compromise because it doesn't dilute it too much, but keeps it chilled. pour it over the top of the ice. So you get a little Niagara effect. It's also traditionally served with one of those cocktail cherries, but I'm not one to cherry coat anything. Cheers. Thanks for having me on the show, Jen Grant. You're an absolute legend. I've done it again. Henry Wagons out.
There you go. There you
No.
go. There.
Oh, there you go.
Where? There. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you may as well. There you go.
There you go, right? Right? I mean, what are you going to do? There you go.
What are you going to do? You're going to change your mind?
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
well, yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
And so then I said to her, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what? There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Okay?
Yeah, well, there you go, right? What are you going to do?
There you go.
There you go.
My friend Sophie loves paninis, and he knows that Bird has been really on my case about getting her own panini for dinner tonight. So, Sophie, how do you make a panini? What do you want? You want me to make a panini? You want me to use a what? What? Oh, learn how to use a panini press. Oh, I don't get a panini? It's just for you.
Hi Jennytown. We're gonna make a sandwich now. As a father of two, it's very hard to have breakfast in the morning. So we got this awesome panini press. You just open it. You don't need to do anything but to put everything in. So today I'm gonna make my favorite sandwich, eggs and mushrooms. And some yummy sausages.
Bird, I'm coming. I'm sorry. You're so hungry, I know. Okay, just tell me what you need. I was up all night making Bird appetizers for her panini, but I thought maybe it would give me a few extra minutes to work on songwriting, but she said absolutely not. Okay, so basically, okay, what, Sophie?
So you just put it like this, and then you crack an egg, like that. And then you close it.
Now I'll chop that up smaller. Sorry, what, Bird? Smaller. She said smaller. It's in there, okay? You're just grating. It's like you're camping, okay? Inside your house.
And then you can just sit down.
Ow.
And read the book. Breakfast is being made. You don't have to have oil. You don't have to flip.
And then I think that you go and read a book. I'm just gonna read from my dream book. Research for next week. Oh, I'm so relaxed. How long do I cook this for?
Come close. Put some pesto, mushrooms, sausages. Just wait 5 minutes, and we got a nice pressed sandwich.
This is amazing, actually. Wow. What should I do with my free time? I think we leave it there for a bit. I'm gonna, oh, the spinach! I love spinach. I just started getting a garden ready, and I'm really excited. This will be my 9th year trying to grow a garden. If it's a success, it will be year 1 of a success. So last year I did grow a zucchini, and I ate it. It was delicious. Just the one. because basically I was gardening in clay, and that is not how you grow a garden. Oh, I'm just putting the spinach on. Woo! Get it on there! Get it on there! Get it on there! Woo! Because, yeah, like the vegetables need nutrients, okay? And I said to Danny, I said, let's go get some soil. And he said, no, let's use this pile of dirt from the neighbor's house. Bird, it's almost ready. I'm sorry about the rush. About my rush, not rushing enough. Are you okay? Bird, is this plate sufficient for you?
And here's the sandwich. Just take it out. Easy. Hot sauce. You can add hot sauce to it. Yummy. Easy.
I mean, God, I just feel like I have so much free time. I'm making panini for my dog. She thinks that she is in charge of me. Let me just show you this new lipstick. It's actually a blush. It's a cream blush made by Clinique, and it's called a chubby stick. So you can just kind of go like this. And then, if you want to, you can also make it a lipstick. Get a panini press in your life. Get a panini press. This is amazing. I'm literally doing nothing. Okay? Now I feel like I can do anything. Okay, should we check on the panini now that I've read a book, wrote 2 songs, and put on makeup? What? There's sandwiches! You see the panini sitting in beautiful bread. It's just all toasted. It's all toasted into a panini. Where's my panini? Where's my panini?
Easy.
Oh, hey Jen, how you doing? I'm so glad to see you. You know, I was actually just thinking about you because last night I just had the craziest dreams, and I was thinking Jen could probably help me figure out what this means. Do you think you could give me a hand with figuring out these dreams?
Matt? Matt?
Like last night, for example, I had this dream that I'm driving down the highway in this dumpy yellow Corvette, and I look to my right, and in the passenger seat there's a Dalmatian just sitting in the passenger seat, and we're listening to some tunes, and then I realize, oh shit, we're being chased. I look behind us, there's a maroon Ford Bronco, kind of like the OJ one, but it's maroon, and I realize we're being chased by the entire 1993 Bulls basketball team. And so I'm kind of okay, this is sketchy. So I pull off to the side of the road, and they're all coming at me like they're on a mission. I was kind of okay, you know, MJ's there, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen is the most irate, and he's got hickeys all over his neck. And, you know, I don't really know why, just a bunch of hickeys.
Yes, I can help you, no problem.
And so he's coming at me, and he's you know, gonna give me a big fucking message. I'm okay, what's on Scotty's mind?
Yes?
And then he starts telling me about how I'm working too hard and how I need to take some time for myself and, you know, enjoy your life, man. And, you know, giving me this whole explanation of why I should work a little bit less. And then they get on the road and keep driving, and me and the Dalmatian drive off as well. And that was really the end of the dream. What do you think that it meant? Do you have any idea?
All right, let me just get out my dream book. This is a great opportunity to talk about Scottie Pippen. Thought about naming my son Pippen because I just think he is the greatest, okay? And it's like, yeah, like I like had a basketball in my living room for a really long time when I was growing up, and like I didn't know how to use it, and then sometimes me and my brother would try to play basketball, and we did play basketball. And but people were like, why do you have a basketball in your house? Because you are not good at that, okay? And now I have a small basketball net. But anyway, Pippen, Scottie Pippen, God, what a dreamboat, am I right? Am I right? And like the other ones as well, like really super sweet. To dream of seeing cars denotes journeying and changing in quick succession. To get on one shows that travel which you held in contemplation will be made under different auspices than had been calculated upon. So don't get in the car, okay? On the hip, on the hip, on the hip, on the butt, on the hip, on the belly, on the arm, on the head. Woo! Woo! Smell that, Matt. That's for you. Coming at ya from Nova Scotia.
So this pandemic has been pretty crazy for the majority of us, and we all find different ways to cope, through the lockdowns and through quarantines. And the method that I chose was eating. A lot of things were canceled, work, potential gigs in and out of town. I found myself locked down in the house majority of the day and night. So whenever I started feeling anxious or worried or stressed, I would just eat whatever was in my fridge. Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes got so much of my money this pandemic. Eventually, I started seeing my body transform. I started packing on weight. My clothes were no longer fitting me the way they used to. And before I knew it, I was soon at the heaviest point that I've ever been in my entire life. And a switch finally went off. I thought to myself, there's so much things happening in this world that I can't control. So I might as well take hold of the things that I can control. And one thing that I can control is my personal health and well-being. At the end of 2020, we opened up here in Nova Scotia. So once we opened up, I started going to a personal trainer, started working out 3 days a week, changed my diet, just started really hitting the ground running to get rid of my COVID weight. And soon I lost all the weight that I gained during COVID, but then I found myself continuing to lose weight. I found that my mind switched, that I found different ways to cope with my anxiety and stress. I no longer looked to food and binging. I started looking to other outlets like getting back into writing and creating and working out and lifting weights and, things that benefit my body in those times where my mind is feeling a bit stressed. Right now, we're back in another lockdown. So we're back to square one where we were last year when I started binging. But this time around, it's not gonna get me. I'm not binge eating. I'm still trying to keep it consistent. My wife and I are in the house doing home exercises. We got ourselves a treadmill, some little weights, and that'll tie us over for the time being, but still just making forward progression. I'm realizing a lot during this pandemic that life is not so much about what happens to you, but more so about how you react to the things that come your way. I decided to renew my mind, and with that, my life changed. And I encourage you guys to do the same. Renew your mind, change your life.
Don't forget to subscribe. Just press the subscribe button and join Patreon if you want to be super helpful. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Hold on, no. There, 1 second. What's that now? Sorry, what's that?
Speak up now. What?
What's that now?
Hold on. What do you?
Yes, no. There you go. No.
Oh no, yes.
What is that now? What?
Well, there you go.
What's that now?
Yeah. Well,
What's that? What?
hold on now.
What? No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
Yeah. What's that now?
No. What?
Hold
and made all the stars around them shine. Funny how you can look in vain, living on nerves and such sweet pain. The loneliness they could so find the face you've seen 1,000 times. Sometimes the world begins to set you up on your feet again. She wipes the tears from your eyes. How will you ever know the way that circumstances go? It's gonna hit you by surprise. But I know my past, you were there. Everything I've done, you are the one. Looking back, it's hard to tell why they stood while others fell. Spent a life working it out. All I know is one cloudy day, they both just ran away. Rain on the windshield headed south. Oh, she loved the lines around his mouth. Sometimes the world begins to set you up on your feet again. No, she wipes the tears from your eyes. How will you ever know the way that circumstances go? It's gonna hit you by surprise. But I know my past, you were there, and everything I've done, you are the one. Jennytown, yeah, 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 it's Jennytown. You're free to be you, so take off your shoes, sit on the floor, it's time to get down. Just like it's rock and roll, yeah, in Jennytown. It's Jennytown.